Hey everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys my top, I don't actually have a number, it's probably like 15 or 20 dorm room essentials. These applied for me most going to FAU, but since I was just sort of in standard dorms my freshman year, I feel like this could apply for most people. Some of it varies, I'm guessing, from college to college, depending on what you are and aren't allowed to have. But these are all pretty basics, and I feel like you guys could have these no matter what school you're at. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into my list of things that I think are important to have for a dorm at FAU. The first thing that I thought of was literally just right before I sat down to film this. It wasn't even on my list to begin with, but it's some like stuff to do when you're bored, like little stuff. Like I literally have this little Easter egg that has Play-Doh in it that I got for Easter. And then I have like a Slinky. Like this is just that weird junk you wouldn't even think to bring with you. And like honestly, I think I got them during the year, so I didn't even really start with them, but they were a lot of fun whenever I was bored or I needed to think while I was studying or anything like that. Just something quick, simple, easy, something to do. Bring some cards with you. My friends and I had a deck of cards. We had Cards Against Humanity. Oh my god, we got that new game, the one that like opens your mouth really wide and you have to read cards and try to guess what the other people are saying, so that was super fun. It's basically just things to do that aren't your phone, like when you're bored. So going off of my list, these aren't in any particular order, but the first one's an area rug. Like a big rug. It doesn't need to take up like the entirety of your floor, but it takes up a large chunk of the floor that you're going to have in your room. You might be living with another person. That's how it was last year, so we got 2 smaller ones, but this year we're each gonna have our own bedroom, so I'm going to get a slightly bigger one. I'd show you a picture or like of like what I already have, but everything I have for when I leave in a few weeks is out in the garage. I just like this because sometimes you get gross like tile floors that are cold and just not fun. Sometimes they feel dirty. So like having an area rug makes things a little bit cozier and it feels nicer on your feet than tile floors. Or sometimes if you're in some dorms, you get like really gross old carpet that just doesn't look right, and I find that sketchy. So get an area rug. So the next thing, I had one of the Brita water pitchers last year, and it took up like half of the space in my refrigerator, my mini fridge, so I got rid of it a few weeks in, and I just started using like a filtered water bottle. And I think this is important because I think using plastic bottles isn't the best, and I had a phase where for a few months I was drinking plastic water bottles all the time. I was buying cases of water. And I just think it's really important to consider the environment a little bit more. With something as simple as water, there's no reason that I need to have been wasting that much plastic. So one that I'm using, I have it over here. This is actually, is this Brita? Oh yeah, this is also Brita, and it has the filter on the inside. So that's super useful. Plus, all over my campus, there are places that you can fill up your water bottle. Not just regular water fountains. They have like one of the little things where you push it in and it like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like it's easier to fill up your water bottle in it because it just pours straight down into your bottle. So the next thing on my list is a laundry basket that has wheels on it. And mine was like, it was just like a taller basket, and it had the 2 wheels on the bottom. It had like one of those like retractable hands, kind of like a suitcase. When you pulled it, you could tilt it and like drag it along with you. That was easier than having one of the ones with like a strap or just like a regular basket. You don't have to carry it. I got lucky though. My dorm was on the 1st floor, and that was where the laundry room was also, so it wasn't even a far walk. It just made things more convenient. Going along with this, there's those, I don't know what to call them. Like in my head, I always say the Downy Unstoppables. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but those little like scent beads. And living in a dorm, we had like a north side and like a south side. And there was a laundry room in each of those, but then there was like 7 floors. So there were 7 floors just on our side that were all sharing the same like 10 washing machines. And since they're constantly running, it can honestly make your clothes smell kind of gross, because like I feel like there's never a time when the washing machines aren't running. People are just like putting them in, pulling them out, just like, you know what I mean? So my clothes always have this weird sort of like wet smell at all times. And then during the 2nd semester, I got those Downy Unstoppables, and you just throw like a handful in the washing machine, and my clothes smelled so much better. I do dryer sheets in the dryer with them. Basically anything to make your clothes smell a lot better. Okay, for my ladies out there, get yourself some dry shampoo. And I know it's not even necessarily like a dorm essential, it's just like a life essential. But I can't tell you how many times I'd wake up early, especially first semester. I had an 8 a.m. and it sucked. And I wouldn't have like showered the night before sometimes if you were just really tired. So having that dry shampoo to give your hair a little bit of extra life is just, it's awesome. So that's just like a hack. I don't know. Get some dry shampoo. It'll make your hair look a lot better. It'll make you feel a lot better. So just do it. So the next thing, once again, just one of those obvious ones you hear about in lots of videos, get some command strips and some command hooks to hang up your stuff, because most schools have a rule against having nails in the wall. I guess if you do it, just, you know, like when you pull the nails out at the end of the year, just use that like stuff to like fill in the holes so they don't know. I'm not claiming that I've done this, but I may or may not have had like a couple of nails in the wall last year. But mostly stick with command hooks, command strips, and they make some that can hold like a lot of weight, so make sure you're aware of that. We had our flat screen on the wall last year. If you saw that in our dorm tour, that was held up with command hooks. My roommate's dad did it. It was super easy. So like they literally held up our TV, so like they can hold up pretty much anything. So do that so you don't ruin your wall and you don't have to pay money for ruining your wall. So the next thing is more of a don't. I didn't need a shower caddy last year. There were 4 of us that shared the same bathroom, and I had the shower caddy for the first semester, and I just kind of hated it. It was kind of just clunky and I hated carrying it around. I guess if you have like a communal bathroom, that's smart for you to have it because you have having to go down the hallway to use it. But being in that same room, it was super simple. I can't even think, sorry. During this, we had a little like shelf thing that was like built into the shower, and I just threw my like shampoo, conditioner, and soap up on the top shelf so it wouldn't be in anybody's way if anybody else needed the other shelves. And I just left it in there, which was nice. I guess if you don't trust your roommates, get the shower caddy, but I trusted mine because nobody ever like stole my soap or anything. So I guess just use your best judgment on that one. So another thing, which is kind of random and you probably wouldn't think to bring it to school with you, is get a reusable grocery bag or get a couple of them. They were super helpful for moving in and moving out, but then I also of course use them when I went grocery shopping, because what would be typically 10 plastic bags to the grocery store, I turned into 2 reusable bags. Every once in a while I would not bring them and get the plastic ones because we use them as trash bags in our bathroom sometimes. But for the most part, I was using my reusable grocery bags, and I just felt a lot better, and I felt like I was helping the environment a lot more because you don't realize how much plastic you are using until you stop using it. So the next thing I think you guys need is like desk drawer organizers or a desk hutch, just some sort of way to organize your desk, because I use this but I feel like I didn't utilize it as well as I could have. So the desk hutch is basically, my roommate and I both ordered ours online. I think mine came off of Amazon, and you build it. Well, we built it once we got there. That would be easier to transport. But it's basically like a shelf, and then it has these 2 like wood sides that sit on top of your desk. So it's like desk, and then it's like the hutch. So it has extra storage space for you to like put your textbooks, or in my case, I had some of my actual books in there last year, or decorations. It just keeps some of the stuff that you would have had sitting on the table just raised. That way you don't have to waste as much of your desk space. With the drawer organizers, I got them during the second semester. I got a whole set of like 5 or 6 from Target for like $10. Awesome. They're basically just little baskets, or I guess you could do little buckets or bins or something like that from the dollar store, and I put my pins in there and like tape and whatever else you put in your desk. It's so sad when I can't think of words when I'm trying to talk, you guys. So then the next thing I think you guys should probably get is Clorox wipes or Lysol wipes or whatever you fancy. Basically just some kind of antibacterial wipes, because sometimes you just get a feeling like just everything you touch sometimes just feels gross. I know that sounds really weird, but like you don't realize how many things you touch during the day, or like how many people come into your room and touch things. And sometimes you just feel gross when you come out from class. Just being able to wipe everything off, the door handles, or if people are sick, like wiping off door handles or wiping around the sink or the counters or whatever, just makes things a lot cleaner. You feel a lot better about the space that you're in. I really think you guys should get an air mattress, or if you have one from home, just bring that. Like you don't need to go out and buy one. I just think it's important for at least one person in your dorm to own an air mattress, because like if you ever have like family come and stay for a long weekend or We had one of our friends during the first semester, she stayed the night in our room quite a few times, so it was nicer having the air mattress since we had like this tiny twin XL beds, and that's hard to fit more than one person in, so having the air mattress definitely helped. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, and when you're done, you know, it just like rolls up, throw it in your closet, throw it underneath your bed, something like that. I don't know. We didn't use it like a ton, but we used it enough that I think it was a pretty good thing to have. Up next, it's just a super stereotypical thing, just extra lighting. Bring a lamp, bring some fairy lights, bring those like neon sign light things, just any extra lighting, because sometimes the dorms can kind of dark and like, dingy is not the right word, but like it's like just kind of dark. And so, I don't know, having the extra light is just nice and it's cozy, especially having fairy lights, it's tons of fun. Up next, this is gonna sound really, really weird, but get like paper plates and plastic silverware, which, going back to my whole thing with like using water bottles, I don't like using the plastic and I don't really like having to waste things, so I wasn't going to get paper plates or like plastic utensils last year, but I ended up doing it because sometimes you have days where like you don't have time to do dishes, and on top of that, living in the dorm, we didn't have a dishwasher, we just had the sink, so sometimes that was just really annoying trying to do dishes. So by the end of the year, I was using paper plates a lot more because it was just quicker, it was easier. I'm probably not going to use them this year, and if I do, I'm just going to have them in my cabinet in case I need them, because I have a dishwasher this year because I'm going into like an on-campus apartment. But definitely think about getting some of those disposable kitchen stuff so you don't have to worry about doing dishes if you're running late to class or stuff like that. That way you don't have to leave your dishes on the kitchen counter. Next thing is hand sanitizer. Like loads and loads of hand sanitizer. My roommate Hannah, you probably saw her in my roommate best friend tag video. I don't remember what I called it. She had like a giant bottle of hand sanitizer with like a pump on it. I can't tell how many times whenever I'd be in her room and I would just be like, just because I don't know, you just feel better when you feel clean. That's pretty much it. I also have the little mini ones that I keep in my backpack, so that's super helpful. Up next, I called it a weird thing in my list, but I called it a medicine bucket, which I know sounds really weird, but basically before I left for college my freshman year, I'm already gonna need to like replenish it because most of it's gone. I had a bucket that my mom put medicine in. There was like Tylenol and my emergency asthma medication and cold medicine and like, I'm trying to think of what else is in there, like Band-Aids. Like pretty much anything you could need for any sickness was in this box, which is really helpful. So whenever I got sick, because you believe it or not, you are going to get sick in college, I was able to go and to my bucket and get the medicine that I needed, which was really helpful. Next thing, I almost forgot this whenever I moved out, and I remembered at the last minute, and it's beach towels. Like, bring like 2 or 3 with you, because I don't know, I like bringing 2 towels to the beach with me. I don't know if anybody else does that or not, but yeah. Oh, and like a sheet. I know it sounds really weird, but like I brought an old sheet from home, and then whenever we went to the beach, we laid it down so like all of us could lay on it with like our towels. It just made it more of like a bigger area for us to sit in without getting sandy. But bring that, because especially for me, being at FAU, I'm really, really, really close to the beach. So we went a couple times during the year, so that was really, you know, smart to bring a beach towel. Or if you go to the gym, you could bring it to the gym, or like the pool, you could bring it to the pool. But basically just a towel that's not your bathroom towels, because I could not bring my bathroom towels to the beach. I just could not do it. So my last thing is kind of random, and I don't know if everybody needs this or not, but I have an external hard drive on my list because I just got one and I'm gonna use it for the first time today whenever I'm like working with this footage on my computer. But trying to have YouTube stuff on my computer and school stuff, I like having an external hard drive because I'm consistently getting that annoying little pop-up on my MacBook saying that I have no storage and my iCloud doesn't work sometimes. So I got this to be safe, to make sure all of my stuff is in a safe place and there's more storage for me. So I think that is pretty important as well. Alright everybody, that is it for this particular video. I hope that this list kind of helps you out some. I know some of this stuff is probably things you've already heard before, but I'm hoping if not, that it's something that you have to think about now. So that being said, I hope you guys have lots of fun things that you can get now for your dorm or your apartment or whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more college videos or FAU videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. leave a comment down below of any other things that you would like to see. I'm kind of rambling, but you get my point. Do the thumbs up thing. All of my links are in the little doodly-doo down below. Alright, you guys, that is it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!